American workers are spending more time on the road. After remote work changed commuting patterns across the country, travel times are actually ticking back up to pre-pandemic levels. According to the latest data from the U.S. Census Bureau, the average commute time in 2024 was 27.2 minutes. As you see here, that's up from the year before, and it's also the second highest on record. So what's going on here? Juliana Kaplan is a senior labor and inequality reporter at Business Insider, and she joins us now to discuss what's making your commute worse. Welcome back, Juliana. Great to have you.
Thank you.
Why is this happening?
Yeah, so a few different things. The pandemic gave a lot of people flexibility, so you'll see maybe for people who aren't broadcast journalists, able to go in at like 10 a.m. or head out at 2 p.m., which seems like great flexibility on its face. It's great quality of life, but it also means that people are commuting at all hours of the day instead of that like 9 a.m. or 5 p.m. big commute blocks. So instead we have traffic all the time instead of concentrated during those specific times. And if everybody's doing that, or a very good share of workers are doing that, and coming up against the folks who do have to consistently commute in at a certain time, everyone's on the road all the time.
It's the remote workers out there on flooding the roads.
Yeah.
So this is then changing our concept of rush hour and this kind of, I guess, an outdated idea that everyone either drives in the morning and evening. New York City has tried to implement a congestion tax in the center of Manhattan to help reduce some of the pain points. Is that necessary now in other parts of the country?
Yeah, so New York's tax is a flat tax, which is supposed to pretty much more keep cars out of downtown.
Right.
In other parts of the world and in the country, another idea is a rolling congestion tax. So it's not to get cars off the road, but it's rather if we know the road's going to be really, really crowded at 8 a.m., okay, pricing is a little higher. You have to pay a higher toll to be on the road. But if at noon we know that it's a little quieter, then it drops. So that then encourages people who do have that flexibility to drive at the times that are a little like lower traffic. So that clears the road for folks who do have that 9 to 5 every single day that they have to be in like at that specific time.
So it's almost like dynamic pricing for the roads. Why then are people's commutes longer?
Yeah, because everybody is just hitting the road at the same time, and also because people live further away from work now.
Right.
So that's one of the big things that we've seen since the pandemic. A lot of folks moved out. They moved to exurban rings around cities because, you know, they had those really great mortgage deals, but they had to buy further and further out to get homes that they could afford. We're also seeing folks that buy newly built homes, which tend to be people who are maybe buying further out, first-time home buyers, consistently living a lot further away from work and having longer commutes. And because people are only going in maybe 2 to 3 days a week, they say, well, it's worth it to buy this big house because then, you know, I'll have the longer commute, but at least I have this really nice house all the way out in the suburbs. Right.
Perhaps you'll spend more time in it. So if someone's watching this and they're like, no, Juliana, I don't want longer commutes. I don't want this dynamic pricing if I'm going into work. How, if at all, can they avoid it?
Yeah, if I had that answer, I think that I would probably not be a humble journalist. I think that bulking up public transit, talking to, your local transit authority, maybe. New York has actually been rerouting some routes on like the 2-3 trains, for instance, to move trains into the new peak hours. So that's perhaps one solution. But yeah, otherwise, maybe thinking of more creative ways to get around, biking. But yeah, unfortunately, no wholesale solutions anytime soon.
I've started biking home from work a couple of days a week.
Yeah, it's
Juliana.
lovely.
It's beautiful. If you can do it.
If you can do
like
it,
Manhattan.
yeah, big if.
Juliana, great to have you back.
Yeah, thank you so much.